Hey, hey now, how are you? Welcome to episode 4 of Answers, Cuatro, here from Spanish Harlem. And hey now, don't dream it's over. Anybody else like that song? I love that song. I heard someone singing that in the subway a little while ago, like weeks ago, but it was so pretty. So welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm Caitlin May, and I am your host and the only cast member and the writer and producer and videographer and YouTube star, whatever you want to call all of this. This is all done by me, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be talking to you tonight. I do this every night. I do it in the same format, and what I'm really doing is giving you an idea of the energy going on, because I think that can help. And I'm connected to energy. I do chakra clearing appointments, or sessions I call them, with people every day. I do it at a distance, and I do this work year round, not just right now, and it's really needed right now. So thank you again for watching, and I'm going to get into what's going on. So anybody have a Wilson volleyball yet? What day is it? I know that joke has been made so many times, but like, seriously, it's like, wow. If you watch my other videos too, little update, I have the white tank top now, and I have my sage. Look, I have my sage. My sage, it's there now, but it was here. I got new sage, and I got my actual, my sage bowl. I call this sage bowl. It's really a sage plate. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And so I have my hair clips. So all those 3 things that I talked about that were helping, that I saw at Whole Foods, that I knew would increase my energy, increase my wealth, help me be more in the energy of the life that I want now by having those things now. And I teach a lot about this if you want to check out my other videos. And now I have them. So I came home today from Whole Foods, and I'll tell that story in the story section. So I'm going to start. So the thought of the day today, March 30th. Yeah. March 30th. Rebirth or birth is a process. This is the thought. The thought of today, March. We think it's March 30th. It's March 30th. That birth or rebirth is actually a process. It's not just a quick change. It's not just this was this and now it's this. In some cases with babies maybe, but in general, birth is a process. It's a process. It's a process. So this is what's happening with us right now. We're going through a process. We're going through a rebirth process, I believe. And that's what's happening right now. So sometimes there can be slight trauma, I want to mention, when we're coming back into the light. I don't like the word trauma, but you know what I mean. Like, there's a difference between where you were and where you're going to. And that's something to keep in mind. So there's going to be a lot of changes in what we see around us, in ourselves right now, in our lives, in our society, on a bigger picture. It's really going to change. And so it's just important to keep in mind that that's happening, and that it's a good thing overall. Birth is a good thing overall, but there's a little bit of a journey to get there sometimes. So you have to remember that it's a process. And what is the most important thing to do? I'm going to ask you, when you are birthing something. Not that everyone has, but you know what I mean. Whether it's a project, whatever it is, what is the most important thing always? Did you get it? It's pushing. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. So this is my message for you tonight. The first thought is rebirth or birth is a process, is what's happening. The second part of that is keep pushing. This is for you. Keep pushing. This is what we have to do right now. Whether it's whatever it is in your situation, like finding positivity, whether it's finding your own version of sanity, Whatever you have to do, that is your job. You have to keep pushing toward the light, because we're gonna get there. We just have to keep pushing right now. So yeah, that's something that's really important for people to keep in mind, I believe. And I'm pushing by, doing what I do every day. I'm doing this video. So, there's a lot we can do. We can, do what we can do. So for the energy update, again, the energy update feels the same to me. It's like there is energy of being afraid and waiting. A lot of, I think people waiting and people being like frustrated, but really just think of it as a birth process. It's like this time is happening for a reason. So it's a birth process. There's going to be, pushing needed. We can't just wait. We can't just expect things to change. We have to do something. And what you can do is you can change things for yourself. So it's really important right now to pay attention to your specific situation, because everyone's situation is going to be completely different, completely unique to them. And I believe actually your situation is perfect for what you need to heal right now, in every way. It's just like everything is intricately designed so that we can change in a very specific way that we need to, so that we're not just getting back to normal when things, get back to normal. We're going to actually be different. And that is what I believe is really important for us to know right now, so that our lives are better. That's the whole point, for things to actually get better. So the story section. So the story tonight is that, yes, I went to Whole Foods and I got the sage, I got the tank top, and I already had the hair clip, which I've talked about in my other videos a few times. And man, like, it just surprised me that, like, when you move into a higher energy, so I do this all the time, like with the work I do, because when I work on someone, my energy clears at the same time. And oh my gosh, like, I swear, like, even 2 days ago, like, I'm a different person now, because like and not a different person, but more of who I am, because my wealth increased yesterday a bunch. And because of that, I was able to invite more things of my ideal life into my life now. So I'm like heading into my ideal life right now, and it's great. And what I didn't expect was that I was gonna feel, like I just mentioned with the birthing process, like, wait a second, where the heck have I been this whole time? If I haven't been in good, positive, wealthy energy, what was my energy? Like, what was going on? And I could see all these things, how like all of a sudden I felt good. I had, my desk all set up. I had like great snacks. I had like, nice things all around me, beautiful day outside. Like, I had just gone for a walk in Central Park, and I was like, my life is amazing. My apartment is amazing. The work I do is amazing. I'm feeling so inspired, and I love myself. And then I was like, what was I feeling before this? Like, why was I not feeling this even 2 days ago? Like, and so it kind of can be confusing, because you look around at your life when your energy changes that fast, or even through the changes you're going through, you might start to like realize things about your life before that it might take you, that rebirthing process of being like, I'm still going toward the light, but like, wow, like, I didn't know. I just didn't know, and I was doing my best. And so I think we have to forgive ourselves, really, but also know that, I don't know. It's just like, I couldn't believe that in a way. Like, I was like, I could not believe, But really, the point is that overall it's good. It's good to get to a higher level of energy, a new level of energy, to feel more like yourself, to feel more confident, to feel better overall, like that. So that my story, my personal story, is like a reflection of the bigger story, which is that things are changing and they're going to get better. And that's overall a really, really good thing for everybody. And it will be clear when it happens that things are better, and getting better. So I hope that helps. And the tip of the day, my tip of the day is act now, stop waiting. But I have another tip. I have like 2 tips actually. So stop waiting, because the energy right now wants us to push. It's like you can't start birthing something and then just like not keep birthing it in the middle of it. Like we have to just like keep going, whatever that means for you, whatever your journey is like with this quarantine time, and like whatever you're going through, whatever it is, like just don't give up hope and just keep going. And like whatever way that you're experiencing change, like in your own life and energy, and like what your story is and what you're going through and the challenges you're facing and how you're facing them and how you're learning to face them, like just keep going, like keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. It's time to keep pushing and keep your hope alive and stay positive. This is what will really help right now. So if you need someone to tell you that, like, hey, I'm telling you that. And my second tip is like, we're heading toward the light, so why not be a bit more of the light right now? So you can make this fun too. You can have fun. You can like, I was thinking of things that people could do, like, you know, make a list of the Netflix series you want to watch instead of just kind of watching Netflix. You can do it with your family. You can, you know, try all of your face masks. You know, you can face 3 fears a day. You can tell 3 people that you love them that might not know you love them. Make sure you really love them if you tell them. You can call your family, even if it's just for 5 minutes if you're not with your family. I did that yesterday, and it was really nice to just be like, I have 5 minutes, let's talk. And they really appreciated that. So there are so many things that we can do and like take action. This does go with the act now. Like you can take action in different ways, and you can find things that enhance your life right now, you know, that still do. And I talked in episode 3 all about the masculine and feminine. So I want to mention with all of this that like if you're mostly masculine energy, usually that's men. But I also want to mention that like I didn't mention sexuality or orientation. So like if you are like gay or bi or, you know, however you identify, I want to mention that as soon as I stopped filming the video, I remembered, like I thought of that and I was like, oh, I should have mentioned that. So I wanted to mention it tonight that what I think, like I can only speak for myself, so I'm not sure about exactly everybody else, but if you identify more most of the time as like one type of energy feels like you're most strongest. So if you feel mostly feminine or if you feel mostly masculine, I think that balancing the other one will probably, in my opinion, is going to be the one that you need to focus more on right now. But it's really up to you, like, to feel it out. So you know, whatever, if it feels, so example for me right now, I'm mostly a feminine energy, so enhancing my masculine energy right now is like magic. It like, I feel so much better. Even when I went for a walk in the park today, I was like, you know, oh, I should just go for a walk in the park. And like, it didn't feel like, it was beautiful and nice, and I was taking pictures. It was so gorgeous, and I was like, this is the best. But at the same time, my energy, my bigger picture understanding was like, you gotta like go, you got like stuff to do. So it didn't feel like the right thing to be doing just in my energy right now. So when I came back and I started like taking action for my feminine energy to be balanced, which is what's happening in the bigger picture right now, being in my masculine more is like so needed and so good. So if you are more, as I mentioned too, like a masculine energy, so I won't say man or woman, I'll just say feminine or masculine, whichever one you're normally in. So the masculine energy, it's really good for them to be in the feminine right now more, to balance. And so being more like the homemaker for maybe the first time, being like, you know, connected to your spirit, nurturing, you know, burning the sage, even though I still burn sage, but like, you know, it's about having more of a balance. It's about finding that in yourself right now with this energy is supporting that balance. So if you're usually one way, being a little more of the other way, you know. And if you want to know more about masculine and feminine, how to be those energies, I really I would really like to do that for you. I would like to put together like a list of things you can do. So I think that would be a good thing that I can provide too. That I would love to, you know, help people understand. But if you want that too, like I would be happy to hear that too. Okay, so now the quote. So I love the Beatles. I love John Lennon. And I actually saw the Beatles, like the Ed Sullivan show, like Beatles, like the drums, the whole setup, all the instruments. The Met had like a amazing exhibit like a few months ago, and the energy of that is so cool to be near. Like, by the way, so the quote is from John Lennon, and it's that he said, God is a concept by which we measure our pain. So I thought this was so perfect to go with the rebirthing process, the light that we're going toward, because like that's like, you know, God. And then when you are like getting closer, you might be like, oh, I was in so much pain before. So like God is a concept by which we measure our pain. So I just thought that was really like fitting for what I am talking about tonight, and how, you know, we're going through so much and it's so cool, but at the same time, you know, we are noticing things about our life, things about ourselves that we might not have known before. And that is okay. That's what's supposed to be happening. That's the way that we're heading. And we're heading toward a better place. We're heading toward where we really want to be. So that's really all that matters. And, you know, just keeping in mind that when you start to notice things that you're not okay with or don't make you happy, or you feel triggered, that it's okay, because things are getting better. And all we can do is do our part. And the beauty of doing our part for the bigger picture, for the, you know, the bigger world energy going on, the world healing, the beauty of this is that it's all made so easy for us. Like all we have to do is do it for ourselves. And so by healing ourselves, being good to ourselves, doing what we need to do for ourselves, we're actually like helping everybody, because we're all one energy. And so just doing it for yourself is like such a beautiful thing. But just know when you are that it's for the whole world, it's for everybody, it's for the balance of all things, and what could be better than that? So yes, good. So I'm gonna do the chakra clearing for you now. So I do this at a distance. I do it several times a day in my apartment, and not just because of the quarantine, I do it all the time at a distance, because it works really well. And I'm really happy to be able to provide that for people. It's just amazing how it can change your energy. And so I'm going to be doing today the Heart Chakra, which is the next one up. I'm doing one each video, so this one is going to be the next one. Yesterday we did the solar plexus, and now we're doing the heart, which is right like in the middle of your sternum. And we're going to do it. So all you have to do is relax. It's just going to take a couple of minutes. And I'm going to just get into my energy, and I'm going to connect to your energy. And usually I don't do this in front of people, so it's rare for me to even be doing this on camera, but times call for action. So that's what I'm doing. So if you haven't seen my work before, what I do is I go in and I clear fear. I see it in my mind's eye. It represents itself differently every time. And I clear it out. And it lightens your vibration. It helps your life be better too. It helps your 3D life be better, like your actual life. And I can feel the doubters. I can feel the doubters and the haters. Hey haters, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, this is new for a lot of people, but it's a gift, and you know, the changes in me, the changes in my life are a testament to that. You might not know me, but like, it really works. And I'm helping a lot of people right now, so I'll have more, you know, to share about how it's helping people. I also don't know how long I'm going to have this gift for. It's just, it feels like right now it's really needed and really necessary, so I'm doing it. I've been doing it for a year, so I'm prepared to help people right now. And in the future, this kind of work is going to be more valued. It's going to be more at the forefront, because this is a solution to what a lot of people are going through right now, honestly. And I know people feel like they don't have someone to help, but like, it's because they're looking in the wrong places. They're looking for the people they usually look for. And that's not what's needed right now. Like, this is part of the change that's happening in the world, is that feminine energy. I work so much with feminine energy. Things that are beyond the world of logic and money and black and white thinking. Not that money's bad, but that's going to be more valuable, because we're going to start recognizing that energy is what matters. It's what we take with us when we die, so it matters the most. I'm just going to concentrate a little more. And there's a lot of sadness, I feel, a lot of sadness. That's okay. But the sadness isn't who you are. That's why I can clear this, I call it fear, but really all it is dark energy, and it's not who we are. So it's not who you are. Whatever you're feeling that doesn't feel like a real you, like light and love, you on your best day, you in your best mood, it's not you. There's going to be a little bit more to do, so I'm going to keep going. That's another minute. And what I'm seeing is like a dark energy kind of all around the outside of the chakra, like a wall. So I go along and I take it out. I'm like an energetic surgeon, and it's not really a job title yet, is it? That I've heard of. But I do different things. I'm actually a comedian and a writer and a journalist and a book editor. So I do a lot of different things. But this has helped me a lot. And I've also survived a chronic illness, so this is what this has led me to. It's helped me so much. It still helps me every day, and I want to help other people. So there's also the energy that's purple, so this is the energy of victimhood. Let me just finish. There we go. Okay, wow, that's a lot. Wow, okay. So I'm just gonna clear the energy between us. So the energy of victimhood. I don't even like saying the word victimhood now. Now that it's cleared, it just, and this is the amazing thing, it's just cleared. Whatever that was within you, wherever it came from, it's just cleared. It's never going to come back. It's just immediately cleared. But the energy of victimhood is something that's really healing right now because what we're moving into is a time of empowerment, especially for women. For the feminine energy, it's a time of empowerment. And that's a balancing of the feminine masculine energy. So being super feminine and also empowered, having that masculine side to you is like the like absolute like secret sauce or whatever you want to call it. Like it's like that is what to do right now, especially if you're feminine. And same, I see this too with the masculine. I can't really speak for the masculine because I'm not masculine, like mostly energy, but like men becoming more in touch with their feminine side is going to be another big thing. I think another like a big industry too that's going to open up. So so I hope this was great. Thank you for watching, and I just feel like I have a lot to think about now that I've done that clearing. There's just a lot. There's a lot of things. But yeah, I just saw a lot of things. I don't usually describe it unless I really feel like the person needs to hear it. But there was just more energy there than I expected. And I really hope people feel lighter and more bright and hopeful, more like yourself. And yeah, the energy of victimhood is basically all the fear is an illusion, because fear is based on an idea that things aren't okay all the time, which I've seen on the bigger picture they are. That's been communicated to me. So it's all an illusion, and also the energy of victimhood is able to be cleared from us because it's not part of us. It's not correct. It's just not true. Like, you can't ever be a victim, because this is what I've learned, is that I believe you can't ever be a victim because you can't control anything outside of yourself. So if you could control things outside of yourself, I mean, it's just like you can't. So you can't blame things that you can't control. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You can't do anything about those outside forces. All you can do is control yourself at any moment. But the beauty of that is you can control yourself 100%. So the energy of victimhood isn't helpful for us. But it's just like, I think that's just good for people to know in general, but also I see it energetically. I just know that is the energy of victimhood. And the energy of empowerment is yellow, and it's beautiful. This doesn't mean the color purple is bad, by the way. It just means that's just the way I recognize it when I see it. And I actually love the color purple, like a light purple especially, because to me it's like the lightening up of the heavy victim energy, which really just wreaks havoc on your life, and you don't want it. So it's good that we cleared that. It's good that things are moving forward in the world, and that we're all changing in the ways that we need to. It's just important that we take the choice. We make that choice. We have the free will, so to make that choice, keep pushing forward, and it's up to each person, and it's going to help you to do that. So I hope these messages help you. I want to keep spreading the word about what I do know, what I believe, and my take on it, and what I truly think will help you. And I'm really glad you watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday. And I'm really happy that you watched, and I hope that helped. Thank you. Take care.